The Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists began striking today. Here's Fran Drescher in Los Angeles outside Netflix studios.
This is clearly very personal to you.
Yes, of course it is, because first of all, I'm the president of the largest entertainment union in the world, but I've always been, I come from a working class background, and I've always felt a strong sense of commitment and devotion to the average working person. I was in Santa Monica, and there was a little box rolling around making deliveries, and my heart broke because there was somebody on a bicycle that used to do that, and they are out of work today. And that's what's happening in our industry and for workers around the world. So the eyes of the world, the eyes of this nation, workers everywhere are waiting to see what happens in this moment, because we bring attention like you to this critical story. If we don't nip this in the bud right now, we're all going to be at risk of losing our jobs, and that is not okay with us, because I'm a humanist, and I would rather have humans do the job and be happy, and I would rather share the wealth with people that are the center of the wheel and work so hard to create an industry that everybody can prosper in. What the hell is this, to be so greedy, to try and squeeze working people out of their wages and to create a whole new business model, but not be willing to change the contract that was predicated off of a completely different industry, is insanity.
Tremendous attention today. Obviously, cameras from all around the world, huge support. What happens a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 10 weeks from now? How long do you think members are willing to stick this out?
We're in it for the long haul. We're looking at the first 6 months as, we're prepared right now. This is not something that's going to go away quickly unless they come to the table and come to their senses, unless somebody has the character and courage to walk into their boardroom and say, these are the people that make our business. They are the center of the wheel. If we don't make them happy, what are we doing? They have to be happy. They're the performers. We should honor them and respect them for their massive contribution to this industry, of which all of you Wall Street people prosper.
What can fans do, people who enjoy the work of SAG-AFTRA members, to support this, mission, cause, whatever you would call it?
Well, they should stay connected with our YouTube / SAG-AFTRA channel to be up to date. They should spread the word and support us instead of the opposition that does bad things to good people.
Sam, I just want to note, Fran, and we should stay focused on this. We told them from the last night of bargaining to today and every day next, we are ready to talk to them. All they have to do is come back to the table. We're saying to them, we're ready to negotiate at any time. They're the ones who've said we're not ready to come back to the table for a while. They should come back to the table, do the right thing, and negotiate a fair contract.
You've been through this before. What's your sense? Duration is what a lot of people are concerned about.
Well, this is an unprecedented situation. We're on strike in this contract for the first time in more than 40 years. We have a united leadership that is unanimous in support of this strike, and I think the companies need to come back to the table, and they need to do it now.
Thank you both. Jolie. Jolie.
SAG-AFTRA strong.
Francis, hi, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
You have been through these experiences before. They made reference to the fact that this might take a while. How do you think the membership feels about that?
The membership is out here, and we'll be out here until we get a fair contract, because we're not going to take the shit deal that they passed across the table the other night. We're here for the long haul, and we are here to protect every single member in every category. They've been left out too long. As Fran Drescher, our president, said, the jig is up.
Jolie, we spoke earlier this morning. This is extraordinary, but this is day one.
I know.
What happens day 21?
And the writers have been out for months now. So,
4 days,
yeah, it's we have to keep this kind of energy to really stick it to them. It's obvious that we have a lot of support from all the unions, all of our siblings. So we'll see.
Greg German is a friend of ours. He's Ally McBeal, Grays, so many other things. Here's the thing. You have worked in broadcast. You have worked in streaming. The things that the actors are talking about, Have you found that reflected, frankly, in the checks that you receive?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the things that Fran Drescher so inspiringly articulated yesterday, right in line with, and it's true. People know how to honk their horns, which is, I experience that a lot.
But this honking and cheering, obviously, there's a lot of energy here today.
A lot of enthusiasm out here, and clearly the leadership has planned this incredibly well. Which speaks well of the leadership. I mean, they're ready for this, and you can see by the crowd here the enthusiasm that we're all in line. It's a very solidified union across the country.
And I would think that there is the possibility of the dilemma in that somebody such as yourself, who I perceive as kind of quote-unquote working all the time, you're in that rarefied air. A lot of actors are not like that.
Right.
But this you feel is a fight for all.
It's a fight for all, and they said it yesterday in the press conference. Actually, actors, any actor, me too, we spend more time looking for work than working. That's just true across the board, no matter how successful or not you are, you know. And so this is a fight that hits all of us at every level. So it's important. It's not, as Fran articulated again so inspiringly yesterday, it's not just about this union. This is a moment that goes across the board with other unions, other workers. You know, as AI and things change the way that business is done, this is an important moment that this is just an example of, an illustration of.
Your son, who is an actor, working actor, walking the line with you.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have the two of you together?
It's amazing. My son Asa is an amazing actor and a great young guy. He's working, as you said. You know, somebody said, you must be giving him a lot of advice, and I said, no, I'm getting a lot of advice, and I'm learning a lot. You know, I do. But I was just doing a play in San Diego, and he came down a lot, and I've learned a lot from him. So it's a golden moment in that part of my life for sure.